An encounter can change from less lethal to lethal in a moment, and you must be ready to change your approach. Hi everyone, this is John with today's active self-protection lesson out of Las Vegas, Nevada. Here we are going to see an officer-involved incident where they try to talk a man with a bat down who they've been called to interact with, but he's just not having it. And we're going to learn important lessons here about verbal judo and its limitations, about lethal versus less lethal force, and when you have to transition from one to the other. The audio here is very important, so we're going to listen in on the officer's badge cam, let it go all the way through, and then we will come back and learn some lessons.
We don't want to hurt you, man. Relax, come on. We're not here to hurt you, man. We got to drop it down, man. Transfer to a taser. Taser. Listen, man, hey, come down, man. Relax. Listen, man, we got to figure out this call, okay? But you got to calm down. Drop the bat, man. Drop the bat. Okay, well, drop the bat first, okay? Listen, man. We're giving commands right now. Drop the... Give him better commands, but he's not. He's drop the baseball bat. Listen, man, just drop the bat, okay? We gotta investigate your car, man. We gotta investigate your car.
What car?
Your car, man, and you.
What car?
Listen, man, you've been seen going around to different places, okay? Asking for money. That's the case that you want? Hey, listen, man. Listen, we gotta figure this out, but you gotta drop the bat.
Put the bat down, sir.
You gotta drop the bat, man.
I got the vehicle.
You got the vehicle? All right.
Keep your hands up!
Hey, man, come on. We don't want to hurt you, man. We don't want to hurt you.
What we gonna do?
28576. Can you call the Turbo gas station, make sure they lock the door? Okay, well, just drop it, man. Listen, I'm gonna...
Metro Police, put it down! What is it?
Listen, hey.
Put the baseball bat down, sir! What is it? What do you want with me?
Listen.
Just talk to you, that's it. About what?
Listen.
Listen to him, man. About what? That's it. What? If you haven't done anything wrong, you don't have to worry about it. I'm just saying. What do you want? If you just put it down, you don't have anything to worry about. Look, man, I don't know what y'all running up on me.
What's that?
I don't know what y'all running up on me for. What you put it down. Put it down. Feedback, feedback, feedback.
Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it, man. Drop it. Drop the base. Drop it. Drop it. Drop it. Keep. Get. Hey.
Shots fired, shots fired.
Drop the baseball bat. Drop the baseball bat.
Hear me? Put him out, put him out, put him out. On his stomach, flip him.
All right, let's learn some lessons on this one. The officer here that's in front, two things out of this. Number one, he's using his verbal judo really well. He's trying to, hey man, put it down. We want to talk. Let's talk to you. So that's really good. I do want to point out, if you watch his hand, I can't guarantee you that he is flagging his hand with his muzzle, but boy, does it drive me nuts, and it makes me kind of think about that. So just in your own training and in your own work, watch that support hand. If you have to take that hand off the gun, make sure that it stays behind the muzzle and you're not muzzling yourself with your firearm. But I do love that the officer is talking here, that he is, trying to get this guy to put this bat down, that he is not, interested in just popping the guy or whatever. Now, again, if you go read the news story, they've been called here because this guy's a suspect in multiple armed robberies and he's got a bat, as he comes out of the car. So as we speed it up just a little bit and he keeps talking, one of the things you got to recognize is you got to know when it's time to stop talking and instead you start using the force that you need to. Now here they got time. This guy's not going anywhere, but I do want to point out the backstop. If he had to shoot this guy, what would happen here? Where would that bullet go if he misses? Well, it's going where people are inside that store. So I think getting rid of those folks and getting them out of there would be the best. Now, when the officer starts using the beanbag here, he's using the beanbag shotgun, and I want to notice that they gave a good try for some less lethal means because they had lethal cover. Our officer on the camera here has that. a handgun available, and so they try that less lethal. That's a good opportunity to use that there, but got to watch out that it's not always effective. We see that here. He's just able to kind of shrug it off. Now, paying attention again to our officer's backstop. That guy went around there, he saw people in his backstop. And now as he goes in, the officer's got to be able to transition. He gets into there, recognizes, okay, this guy is not a deadly threat in that moment, and then he has to go on with him. Final thing I want to talk about here is this is what differentiates in many respects a law enforcement encounter from a CCW encounter. The officer here has to go hands-on. He had to chase the threat until the threat was in handcuffs. As a CCW holder, we don't have to do that. We run away when the threat is over. They run to it. That makes it a different end to the fight for them, and that's why their tactics, their techniques, and their procedures are a little bit different. All in all, pretty good job by these officers here. Not a lot to be frustrated about. They did a really good job of using verbal judo. They did a really good job of communicating amongst each other. They used the less lethal when they could. They took them into custody, and they covered their and everyone around them's asp.